Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I do a lot of motorcycle related content. Harley Davidson and Indian are my two favorite brands, but today's video is not really about my motorcycle. Instead, it's about snow. Yes, we got our first snow here in North Carolina. Got a little snow on my motorcycle. I know for you folks up north, a little snow is no big deal, but if you follow my channel, you may recall that a year and a half ago, my family and I moved from Texas to North Carolina so my wife could attend the Duke Divinity School in Durham. And because we're both a Methodist pastors, I pastor the the Helena Methodist Church in Timberlake, Person County, North Carolina. My wife pastors two churches over in Caswell County. She pastors New Hope and Pearlie. And so we moved up here for my wife to attend seminary. Well, we moved from Southeast Texas. Southeast Texas, we had extremely mild winters. We had some winters, well, it's a pretty good little snow. I stepped in the snow. I'm gonna get distracted. So we had very mild winters in Southeast Texas. We might get below freezing, maybe one time all winter long. It could get down in the teens occasionally, maybe once every 10 years. We might see a little snow once every 10 years. So even this amount of snow is exciting for me because I'm still just a kid at heart. I always say we men, 14 years old, about as far as we develop in our head. That's the reason, you know, we have toys like my motorcycle over there. So I'm just a little kid at heart. I look for snow and wish for snow every winter. Last year was our first winter here in North Carolina and we didn't see any snow. We're kind of in the north central part of North Carolina, extremely close to the Virginia state line. So we didn't get any snow last year. We got a little snow about a week ago, but it didn't stick. But this time it did. It's just absolutely beautiful out here. There's the church that I serve, the backside of it. I've got to get some photos of the church. I think it's always pretty to see a church in the snow. So it covered the streets. I know sometime back in Texas, when it did snow, it might stick on the grass or the yard, but not the street. But yeah, for me, again, from being from Texas, this is a nice little snow. Spent part of my childhood in Dallas, Texas, and back then we would get either one good snowstorm or ice storm in the winter. Pretty much every winter, one or the other. I don't think they get as much snow and ice there in Dallas as they did back then, but yeah, to me the snow is just absolutely beautiful. Yeah, again, I'm just a big kid and like snow. Got to check with some of my church leadership. I'm assuming, today's Saturday, I'm assuming with the parking lot like that they don't have church here when it snows. I've got to check and make sure because I'd hate for some of my folks to slip and fall on the parking lot. Of course, I know snow's a little easier to drive on than ice. I remember those ice storms that were no fun when the streets were completely covered in ice, but the snow's a little easier to maneuver, but there's no reason, I don't think, to be out on the road unless absolutely necessary. Now, some of the grass is peeking through. I'm sure this, even probably for North Carolina, is considered a light snow, but hey, snow is snow. And there's the church that I serve. Like I say, I'm going to take some photos with my phone and post those on probably, whoa, see, almost busted my behind right there. That was slippery. Yeah, no reason for anybody to be out in this mess unless they have to. Have a great congregation here. We're very much enjoying North Carolina. Of course, all of our family live back in Texas, but we went back to Texas twice in 2024. to visit family. Somebody's already driven through the church parking lot. But to me, this is just absolutely beautiful. Again, you folks up north that get real snow, this is nothing. But for me, this is a winter wonderland. There's someone out driving in the snow. So I think as a kid once I rode my dirt bike in the snow. Certainly I'm not going to be venturing out on my motorcycle with the roads like this, but I have seen videos where people have, I guess, ridden short distances on their motorcycle in the snow, and I have ridden in sleet more than once. I've had sleet build up on the windshield of my motorcycle, you know, trying to get from point A to point B, but that was usually in the 40s. I really wasn't too worried about the streets, and I was usually on my way home when I would get caught on a sleet storm. But yeah, this is absolutely beautiful. So I want to know, what's the weather like where you are? Do you live up north? I can't imagine putting my bike away for the winter, because even here in North Carolina, it gets down in the teens at night. We still ride year round. Now maybe several days we don't ride. I haven't ridden near as much in the last couple of weeks, but we ride year round. So do you live up north where it gets bitterly cold? Do you have to put your bike up for the winter? Or do you live someplace like I do where you can ride year round? There's someone else out in the, driving around in the snow. But again, what's it like where you live? You have mild winters, you have harsh winters. Like I say, Southeast Texas, we had extremely mild winters, which was nice for motorcycle riding. And like I say, the winters aren't bad here. Like I said, this is our first snow. I knew moving up here that they do occasionally get snow here in this part of North Carolina. Now out in the mountains, they get it far more often than we do. But comment down below, be sure and like, and if you're not a subscriber, I'd love for you to subscribe. It helps me grow the channel. Hit the little bell icon, you'll be notified when I record another video. And if you do ride motorcycles, I know some people follow my channel don't, but if you do ride a motorcycle, ride as much as you can, because one day we're all going to be too old to ride.